Come get ready with me. Guess what the secret to a beautiful makeup look is? It starts with beautiful skin. I've already started by washing my face with the Mary Kay 4-in-1 cleanser. Next, I'm going to be using the Mary Kay Timewise 3D Day Cream. And as you can see, it makes the skin look soft, radiant, and glowy. Next, eye cream. Today I'll be using Mary Kay Timewise Firming Eye Cream. I want even more glow, so now I'm going to be using the Mary Kay Timewise Vitamin C and E Serum to brighten this part of my face so that when I'm on camera, it really shines. Ta-da! Now we can jump into the actual makeup. I'm gonna start with brows. I'm using my favorite CoverGirl eyebrow pencil. Unfortunately, this is this is empty. So I'm about to try my best to see what I can save with a pair of scissors because I really need to do my brows and I don't think I have any other gel to use. So I'm just gonna roll down the tip completely so that when I cut, it doesn't cut across whatever product is left. Let's see if it works. Hey! Okay. I got this much extra. I start by brushing all of the hairs up so that I can really see the outline of my natural brow pattern. And I'm gonna take this just to fill in the spots that need a little bit more color. Man, I used to struggle with brows so much until I learned it's all about the flick of the wrist. It sounds cliche, but you really want to use a very light hand to outline your brow. So next, we're gonna blend. You want the front of your brows to start where your nose goes in. Clean up a little bit. Now with doing brows, keep in mind that they are sisters and not twins. Do not spend too much time trying to make them look perfectly even. We can clean it up with foundation. So I take my Il Makiage foundation, then take a flat eyeshadow brush to carve out the shape of my brow. By the way, to blend, I'm just gonna use a fluffy eyeshadow brush and really blend out that color. Okay, but tell me, do y'all see a difference? Next, we're gonna be going into eyeshadow. I'm gonna take a little bit more of the foundation and put it directly onto my eyelid so it can be a smooth base for color. Now here's a really important step you don't wanna skip. If you do use a base, make sure you use some type of setting powder to set that foundation. If you don't, your foundation is just gonna absorb whatever color you put on top of your eyes and makes it really hard to blend. And voila. So for this look, I wanna go for a really natural lifted look. You can kind of see that here is naturally a little bit darker. This part of my eye is lighter, and then the light hits right on here. So when I do makeup today, I'm gonna be accentuating that natural light pattern. I'm gonna be starting with the nude palette by Huda Beauty, this orangey pink color to add a transition shade to my eyelid. The secret to applying eyeshadow is to use small amounts of product at a time and work your way with blending. Whenever you feel like your makeup is blended enough, just go back and blend some more. So I like to take a little bit of the color and bring it down into my nose. I'm gonna be contouring a little bit later. And I like when my eyeshadow goes into my nose, it just gives it like one uniform look. Next, I'm gonna be using this Defiance by Carmela Cosmetics. I'm gonna take this shade called Empower to darken my crease. I'm gonna apply it just right here so that it creates a dark shadow around where I'm gonna put my light eyeshadow and it's gonna really pop. Okay, now I'm gonna go and blend it in. I'm using the same brush that I used to apply that transition shade, and I'm lightly blending out that color. Next, I'm gonna take this Mystique color from the same palette. I'm using this Real Techniques shadow brush, and I'm going to start patting that directly onto my lid. So only this part that is a little bit lighter than the rest of my eye. The reason why I keep talking about the way that light hits your face is because if you want to get good at makeup, you have to spend some time studying your natural bone structure. And when you apply makeup, always think about accentuating your natural features. I'm not really focusing on creating things that aren't there. I'm making my natural features pop. So this needs a little bit of blending right up here. So I'm gonna take this Morphe by Jaclyn Hill JH36 brush, and I'm gonna lightly blend that color into my transition shade. Let's clean up the look a little bit first. So I'm taking my foundation, repeating the same process as before with my brows, but this time I'm gonna apply it underneath my eyes. So I like to add color where I naturally want my nose to be contoured in. So as you can see, I started putting foundation right here because I want my nose to be contoured like this. One of my favorite things about doing makeup is it teaches you to trust the process. In doing the makeup, you look crazy, and it's so easy to be like, this is not looking like how I pictured at all, and quit. But if I were to quit my makeup halfway through, of course I'm gonna look wild. The best thing to do is to trust the process and believe that you're gonna create something great. I had to learn that the hard way. You all should check out my other videos, but I really struggle with trusting the process. I want things to look good right away. And art teaches you that the most beautiful things in this world take time and effort when things are not looking like how you planned they would. So now I just take my time pressing that foundation into my skin. Crap, there's a ton of freaking glitter on my lips. There must have been glitter on this. Next, I'm gonna take small amounts of foundation and dab it onto the parts of my skin that are slightly discolored. Now, very important step is to set the parts of your face that are more likely to crease. So I take my beauty blender directly into my setting powder, dab off the excess on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna be applying it underneath my eyes, around my cheeks, because as you can see when I smile, it creases, and if you don't set right here, you're gonna be left with lines in a couple of hours. I'm also gonna be putting some on my jawbone to make it pop. Now you really don't need a lot of translucent powder. It's just important that you pat it into your skin so that it absorbs the extra oil and liquid from your foundation. Alright, so while that bakes, I'm going to contour my face. For contour, I'm actually going to be using Morphe's Glam Bronze Bronzer, and I'm using this Eco Tools foundation brush. Swipe a little bit of color on there, and then carve out the parts of my face that naturally are darker. So as you can see, that's right here, underneath my jawline, around right here, and then my nose, like here. Let's jump right in. I know it looks crazy and really harsh right now. We are gonna blend it out. Next, I'm gonna take this Real Techniques buffing brush to buff that color with upward strokes and blend it into my skin. Now, whenever you're doing contour, you wanna blend upwards, because if you do it down, you make your face look long and droopy. Instead, you want to brush upward so that it gives you a nice snatched look. Now I'm going to use this Morphe brush to blend out the contour on my nose. Almost done. Now I'm gonna use a big fluffy brush, pretty clean, and I'm going to brush away any of the translucent powder that might be popping on my face. Okay, I kind of like how this looks without eyeliner. Should I add a liner? What do y'all think? I'm gonna add liner. I feel like liner and mascara brings your whole look together. Sorry if my background just changed. I almost dropped my entire camera, but we're good. So next I'm gonna take this black eyeshadow and an angled brush. This is the Eco Tools winged liner brush. Oh my gosh, putting on liner always scares me because I feel like it can either make or break your look. And I want my look to be made because I gotta leave the house in 15 minutes and I don't have time to be fixing anything. Yes. Okay. I like that. What do y'all think? I like this wing a little bit more, but I'm not gonna spend my time trying to make this one better. I've learned that when doing a wing liner, you just gotta trust yourself and again, go with the concept that your eyes are sisters and not twins. Don't spend too much time trying to make your wing look perfect unless you wanna completely mess up your face. Okay, so let's finish up with face. We need some blush. Today I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Fit Me in the color Wine. And this Real Techniques 206 blush brush. Actually, this is a contour brush, but I'm gonna be using it for blush. That is a mouthful. And I'm gonna apply it on the apples of my cheek. I love blush. Is that enough blush? Okay. My forehead is a little bit oily and I know I didn't put any foundation on, but I'm still gonna take some of this Mary Kay translucent powder to absorb some of the shine on my forehead. Do I wanna go with a highlight today? Yes, I am gonna use a highlight. I love highlight. I feel like it was really big back in like 2019, but I'm using this really old highlight. It has this pretty rose gold pink that I'm going to be applying where my face naturally shines. So that is right over here. Putting a little bit on the tip of my nose. Okay, we are almost done. Now to pull this whole look together, we're gonna go back into the brows and take this NYX Control, oh my battery is gonna die. Okay, I'm gonna take this NYX Control Freak Gel to keep my brows in one place. Okay, and now for mascara, I'm gonna be using Mary Kay Ultimate Mascara. I love this mascara, kind of gives me a cat eye. My camera did in fact die, but we're back. So this is my eyes after one coat of mascara. I'm gonna go in and apply another coat. Actually, it doesn't really need it. Yeah, so that is, what do y'all think? Now for lips, I initially was gonna do a red lip. I might still do a red lip. So for lips, I'm gonna take the Maybelline Color Sensational in the color Divine Wine and line my lips. First, moisturize with some Vaseline. The shade may be too light for me. Ooh, okay. This is me trusting the process because I'm thinking this looks wild. But I'm gonna be applying this NYX Butter Gloss in the color Bit of Honey and blending that into my liner. What do y'all think? Do we like the lips? Honestly, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It's a little bit too bright for me. So I'm gonna take off my top lip. I love how my bottom lip looks. And instead, I'm gonna use this NYX Professional Suede Matte Lip Liner in the color Cold Brew and line my top lip. I like it. I feel like it makes my lips pop. Okay, I need to be leaving the house like right now, so I'm gonna go throw on my clothes and I will be right back. All right, y'all, I'm gonna switch up the lip completely. This is the MAC Classic Red Lipstick in the color Dare You. Finish off with some setting spray. This is the e.l.f. Makeup and Mist Spray. Sprayed that way too close to my skin. And here is the final look. Now before you go, what's one thing in your life where you have been neglecting to trust the process? Instead of getting started and maybe being really bad at something, you procrastinate and you want things to happen quickly. Whatever that is, I encourage you to go out and do that thing and trust the process. Trust the process. You'll see how things turn out. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.